Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to process Shopify refunds and returns. Now this video will have everything you need to know about handling returns and refunds on your Shopify store. So without further ado, let's dive right into their website. So here we have the Shopify dashboard, and currently we're only using a free trial account for Shopify, which means that we only have around 3 days before the trial expires. And after that, we're going to be needing to purchase a plan. So if you want to check out their plans, for example, you tried out their free trial account and you want to move on to a subscribe plan, then you can just open this drop box right here and then select one of their plans. Then feel free to choose whichever plan suits your needs, and then just enter your payment details and you should be able to subscribe for your Shopify store. This will also unlock a bunch of features that were locked behind a paid subscription. So just feel free to check that out. Now, when it comes to managing refunds and returns in Shopify, of course, this is essential for maintaining customer satisfaction and efficient store operations. However, Shopify doesn't really have a direct and automated way of processing these options for us. So we're going to have to do them manually or use an app to process them for us. So when it comes to refunding orders, let's say you're here at the dashboard. So from your Shopify admin, you're going to have to navigate to orders, which is under, right here, orders. Then once you're at orders, you should see the list of orders that you have. So for example, if your customer already purchased, or if you have a bunch of customers purchasing a bunch of your stuff, your products, you should be able to see the list of orders right here. And then you can choose from the list of orders the one that you wish to refund. And then you can enter the quantity of the items to refund. And as an optional feature, you can also adjust the settings to restock items, refund shipping, or add a reason for the refund, and then just click refund to process. So we're not able to see that right now because we need a subscription to actually go live with our products and the products that we need to sell. But of course, if you have a paid subscription and you're already selling products, then you should be able to see this right here on the order section. And as a step-by-step process here, so there are two ways to process refunds. First is for full orders or partial orders. And to handle each, so for example, full order refund, you're going to have to head to the order section in the Shopify admin, which is the one right here. Then select the order that you want to refund, click more actions and select refund, and then you'll see the items in the order. You can adjust the quantity of each item to refund and then choose the reason for the refund. This is optional, but it helps when it comes to keeping track or records. And then if you want to refund the entire order, just keep everything selected. Now, if the order was paid via credit card or other payment methods, Shopify will automatically process the refund through your payment gateway. And then finally, just refund the order. Now for partial order refund, you can follow the same steps as above to open the order. And then once you're in the refund screen, select the individual items or quantities to refund. After confirming, click refund to process the partial refund. Take note that if the refund needs to be processed outside Shopify, so for example, via manual payment like in-store refunds, you can mark the items as refunded in Shopify without processing a transaction. Now, as another feature, you can also issue store credit or gift cards. So if you offer store credit or gift cards instead of a refund, you can manually issue a gift card to the customer. To do this, head to the order section, select the order to refund, click on more actions, then choose issue gift card. From there, enter the value and choose the reason for the refund. Now this is optional, but again, it helps with tracking. And then the customer will receive the gift card via email. And when it comes to handling exchange requests, Shopify doesn't provide a direct exchange feature, but you can follow this manual process. So first, issue a refund for the returned item, and then create a new order for the replacement item. Now, many merchants use apps to simplify exchange processes, such as Returnly, Aftership, Return Center, and Loop Returns. Now, these apps automate exchanges, offer self-service returns, portals, and track returns. So let's try to check if these apps are still available on the Shopify App Store. So right here, we're just going to let the Shopify App Store load up just to see if we still have those options available. So we have Returnly. Return Go returns and exchanges. There's a free trial available for this one, so you can try it out. After Ship Return Center. Right here. Okay, so we still have the after ship returns and exchanges. You can install it into your Shopify store so that you can configure it and then have your returns automated to make your life easier when it comes to processing returns. And also Loop Returns. I believe I saw that a while ago, so it should still be available here in the App Store. Here you go. You have the Loop Returns and exchanges. So feel free to choose which one you'd like to try out for your Shopify store so that you can have an assistance with processing returns into your Shopify store. All right, so that's for the apps that merchants usually take advantage of when it comes to handling returns. You can also actually set up return rules and policies. So we're going to try to show you where that is. So first off, in your Shopify admin, we're just going to head to our settings. And then from settings, look for policies right here, all the way down. And you can see here return rules, which is currently turned off. Here you can enable return rules to simplify return management, set up return fees, return shipping, and define final sale items. So just click on manage. And then you can see here, you can set the return window depending on how many days you're allowing for the customer to return a particular product or item. You can also custom it unlimited depending on your preference. And then return shipping cost. So this does not apply to returns using point of sale. So for return shipping cost, you can either set it to customer provides return shipping, free return shipping, or flat rate return shipping. And then restocking fee, you can also charge restocking fee if necessary. And then set the amount or the percentage for the restocking fee. And for the final sale items, customers can't request returns for products set as final sale. So you can either set it to specific collections or specific products and then indicate the particular products or collections that are affected by this final sale items. Once you're done setting that up, just hit save and it should be good to go on your Shopify store. And that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.